All right, this video is on calorimetry. It is the pre-lab for your candle burning lab tomorrow. So what you're going to be doing is using calorimetry. Now, calorimetry is the process of using a calorimeter, which is a device. It can be built in many different ways to determine the heat of a reaction. So in our lab, we're going to use it to determine the heat of combustion, which is the amount of heat something gives off when it burns in the presence of oxygen. So the substance that we're going to be burning is going to be paraffin wax, which is C20H42. It is the common wax when you see it in candles. Okay. So how our lab's going to look tomorrow is we're going to have an aluminum can. Okay. And in that aluminum can, a little spout right there. Okay. We're assuming this can is see-through. I'm going to have some water in that aluminum can. And sticking out of that aluminum can is going to be a thermometer. Okay. Then we will have a candle. Okay, just a little tea light candle burning underneath it. Okay. So what should be occurring is as this candle is burning, now keep in mind when a candle burns, we're not burning the wick, you're burning the actual wax that the candle's made out of. So when we burn that paraffin, which is C20H42, in the presence of oxygen, it's going to be giving off heat. Like when you light a candle, it's giving off heat. Well, that heat is then going to be transferred into the water, and then when that water heats up, okay, we'll be able to use the change in temperature of water to determine how much heat was given off by that candle. Okay. Now, some important things we're going to need to know. We're going to need to know the mass of the candle before and after burning. Okay. So you need the mass of the candle before and after burning. You'll need to know the mass of the water. You'll need to know the temperature change in the water. And lastly, you're going to need to put all of this in a data table before you come into class. Okay? So obviously we're not collecting that much data. We need to know mass of the candle before, mass of the candle after, mass of the water, change of temperature of the water. So if you want to, for the change of temperature, you can have T initial and have a T final section of your data table, but I'm leaving that up to you. I'm going to be checking your data table, and you will not be able to start the lab without it. All right? So you can just put it on a separate sheet of paper, and that's all I'm going to be looking for. I'd like to see this apparatus perhaps, but I will have one available to you tomorrow so you guys can see how it is, because obviously this can is not levitating. Okay, we're going to have something that's suspending the can over the candle. So I'll have an apparatus built for you so you can see it.